Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be Terror and Reality here on Destination. Top side, it is our purple Zerg player, it is Terror. And in the bottom side, it's Reality, our blue Terran. I've cast 2 or 3 Reality games before. He is an excellent Terran player. Don't have many replays from him. I think he stopped playing around maybe 2010 or so that maybe that's why. But yeah, so we got Terra the Overlord moving out. That's right, Terry. We're on Destination. Is this an old map? Heck yes, it is. This is such an old map. I'm trying to remember. I know I've told the story like 10 times, but one of the first times I realized that there was a professional StarCraft scene out there, I stumbled upon somebody, I think it was on Justin TV, and they were just constantly practicing dealing with a lurker rush on this map as Terran. So their goal was, right, to get up enough Marines with enough medics and control them properly and deal with the lurkers when they showed up at the ramp. Well, not the ramp, at the bridge on this map, right? So we're gonna, there we go. So yeah, it's like lurkers would show up here and show up here, and then he had to control his Marines properly to concave them, burn them down quick, burn this one down quick, another one maybe would show up, and then if he did it, he'd end the game and then restart again. And if he didn't, he'd end the game and restart again. That was the whole point. He was just practicing that over and over and over again. And I was like, some people take StarCraft really seriously. And that was the first time I was really exposed to that. And here we are today. So I don't know who that player was, but Destination is always seared into my mind. That must have been 09. Yeah, about 2009 or so, I would say. So great, like truly great stuff. And was this map new in 2009? I don't know. Should I try to find out while we're watching this drone fight 3 SCVs at the same time? Maybe. Destination Brood War. Messed up my phone keyboard a little bit, and I can't get it back to the way that it used to be, and it's freaking me out. Oh yeah, there we go. Competition span. Introduced September 2008. And then ended competition in October of 2009. Yeah, so that's perfect. So he was practicing this build, this defense on this map against lurkers. That's so cool. That is awesome. Anyway, anything crazy here? No. Hatch first. Great. Pool there. Wonderful. Oh, are we meching? You guys. When's the last time we saw the meching? When's the last time we saw somebody open mech? This is a really, really good map for it. So that's, I think, the reason that we're seeing it is because of that very reason. Is because you can kind of just set up tanks across the middle of the map here, and then the Zerg player's like, well, drops, I guess. Maybe I can go Mutalisks. I don't know. It's really impossible to cross the map against someone who has, you know, their 27 tanks set up from here to here. And I guess up on this high ground, you'd probably need a couple too. But, like, we've seen it. We've seen Flash do it. We've seen lesser Terran players do it. It's really effective. It's really powerful. It's really hard for Zerg players to deal with. He's going for that macro hatch, but he doesn't have the second gas. He's not going for a lair either, intriguingly. What is... There we go. So now he's going for his lair, but he's sitting at about 44 gas, which means he's late on this. Was he too busy worrying about the SCV, trying to prevent it from getting in? But hey, scouts the lair timing and says, okay, so if you're dealing with a Mutalisk opening here, what you need are the Goliaths. Second base coming in here. We don't see an armory yet from Reality. Goliaths are what you need, or turrets if you want to go for an engineering bay. See, finally that scouting SCV gets murderized. Still no second gas here. These workers aren't working. Are they running from something? Are they fighting that at another SCV? My gosh. This scouting here is amazing. Vulture gets inside the house. Body blocked by the drones, though. Drone's going to get some more kills, but he's not going to get into the main base, and I think that's what matters. And okay, and it dies. That's also what matters. Second base landing. And yeah, look at this. We're going for Vulture speed. Intriguing. And yeah, I think on response here, he is getting a Spire, but he got a Hydralisk Den first. So he does want some Hydras to deal with potential more mech harassment. Hydras are really good against Vultures, for sure. Hydra is not as good against things like big marine pushes, but that's not what this is. This is mech. He sniffed it out. He knows what it is. Look, a Vulture shows up at 4 minutes. You're like, yeah, okay. We know what's going on here. So the Hydras are going to prevent the Vultures from getting too close for comfort. And yeah, good number. Good a number of Vultures here. And again, Hydras are good. Vultures are sticking around to fight here, too. Dude, kill that drone. They're not killing that drone, but they're forcing it to retreat. Oh, my gosh. I think he thought he killed it. There's 3 HP on that thing. Ah, amazing. Yeah, so there's your engineering bay. There's your armory. There are your Goliaths. But also, Spider Mines just got researched here, too. Did that finish? Oh, yeah. Spider Mine's getting laid quite nicely. So it's a bit of an interesting path that Reality is taking here, right? He opened with Vultures, he's getting all the upgrades for Vultures, and then he's going into Goliaths. And then Spider Mines everywhere. And then Charon boost. So Terra's kind of like, well, Mass Hydra, I guess. We'll go Mass Hydra. Hydroling, really, really good against Goliaths, for sure. Hydroling pretty good against these Vultures, too. It's just when the tanks start coming out that the Hydroling starts to struggle quite mightily. Oh, it's Hydras, and then he's making Mutas. So a Hydra Muta? This is Manzerg. This is winning control or coined Manzerg. We have seen him do it on this map before, and maybe that's Terra's doing it as well. I don't know if he calls it Manzerg. He probably calls it whatever it is in Korean, but... Alright, so the Mutas are like, well, Charon boost isn't done yet. We can stick around. Maybe try to kill some SCVs here. Maybe try to kill a couple missile turrets, I guess. Definitely. Oh, man. 8 up. Is he making any more now? He's droning, and he's getting faster Overlord movement here. I'm pretty sure that's Pneumatized Carapace. That's what that little icon is. It's going for another base, left side 2. So third base, right side. Fourth base at this fairly easy to defend base. It's a little bit far away from your opening, though, into the natural, right? So that's why we don't see this taken as the third base very often. But just, this is Terror making as few units as he needs to make. But once the Overlord speed is done, then Overlords can follow around these Mutalisks and clear out Spider Mines as they see them. But for now, that's not really going to happen, and this upgrade does take some time to finish. So yeah, Turret's just getting free hits off, and the Mutas are like, okay, there aren't enough of us to really be happy about that. And Charon boost is done now, so yeah, we're just going to take extra hits if we pop in here. Let's get on out. Let's get on out. So what? Flyer Carapace, neat. Hydralisk speed, okay. More and more Mutalisks. That fourth base gets scouted by a Vulture. He's like, I could have denied this, but I wasn't here to deny it. Rats. Vultures get into the third base, pick off a few of these drones. Very nicely done. Hydras, well, murder them. So maybe not as nicely done as Reality was going for there, but both players around 300 APM or so. Playing pretty darn quick. Evolution Chamber here, too. Dropships on the way. This is definitely not a standard ZVT. I mean, in a way, sure. It's a lot of Goliaths versus a Zerg player who's trying to go Mutas and Hydras and Lings and stuff. But in another way, it's dropships, and it was really fast on the Vulture upgrades here from Reality 2. I don't know if he's just trying to switch this up in a way to maybe just try to throw Terror off a little bit, because I think Terror is probably the better player here. Just based on the expansion timings, right? So yeah, Hydra's, Overlord, bam. And this is an SCV potentially maybe thinking about expanding, but not anymore. Oh, maybe he is. Nope. He's not thinking of anything anymore, is he? No, definitely not. Siege mode now coming in at 948, which is a weird, odd time for that. But yeah, Mass Goliath, they got +1 attack. They're looking good. Charon boosted on 2. It's all the Mutalisks in the world. This type of game sometimes kind of turns into... What's Dropship doing over there? Into like kind of one huge battle where it's 15, 20 Goliaths and they're fighting against Hydras and they're fighting against Mutas. It's kind of hard to tell who's winning, and then one player comes out on top. And by golly, that's it, you know. But I don't know. Maybe that's not what this is. We're definitely pumping tanks. That siege mode upgrade is done. So this kind of 2-base mechy stuff, getting a 3rd base would be awesome. Every Terran player knows how good 3 bases is for mech compared to 2. That 3rd gas is everything in the world for making all the tanks you're ever going to want and ever going to need. Working on upgrades here, though, with his, you know, relatively limited gas, only having 2 of the refineries. Is that an idle SCV? By golly, there's an idle SCV in this game. I am offended beyond belief. Okay, that's not true. Everyone has idle workers sometimes. So you're trying to... Okay, so you're going to drop some vultures. Not here. Oh, this is getting sniffed out. Oh, this dropship, though. This dropship, though. Run! Run! Fly! Oh, saved. Saved by getting in. And then the vultures get... Okay, there you go. And the vultures cruise on over to this 3rd base. They kill more drones. Just slowing down this economy, man. It's 41 workers for Terror now. He wants to be closer to 50 or 55. He's not there, partially because of the Vulture harassment that we've been seeing here. This is great. Getting a Radiate too, right? I mean, you're going to have a big Mutalisk battle at some point. A Radiate is sort of necessary. Yeah, when your turrets just aren't enough because the Mutaflock is so big, we can't fit it on one page here. Oh boy, there's your Radiate split, kind of split. There it is, got it out of there. Nice job by Terror. That is almost as good as you can do, but we've seen players like Jadong get that out of there. Poof, lickety split. First thing, no problem. Identify and remove from the rest of the flock. That's how this works. So still, if Reality was able to get up to a 3rd base, I'd feel better about this for him, no doubt. He's getting a 3rd CC inside of his main. He's going to lift it off to this right side expansion if he can. It's 126 to 108 supply. The Zerg player is up. Not really an unexpected situation considering it's a mech play, right? If this was an 8-Rax, then the Terran player would probably be up. Look at him killing more drones. 46 workers for Terror. He was closer to 48 and 50. He has to start that over again. And he doesn't want to. Right now he's making Hydras. He's getting upgrades for the Hydras. He's getting upgrades for his Mutas. Ah! Abject chaos is happening. My gosh. All right, so the Mutas are going to try to take down as many of these Goliaths as they can. The siege tanks get rid of the Hydras. Lickety split there as well. The upgrades on the Mutas are helping immensely here. They already take only half damage from the Goliath attacks, but the +2 attack for the Hellfire missile attacks and the +1 vehicle plating, and it looks like Reality just barely managed to hold on there. That was tight. That was touch and go. Now Reality's up 96 to 86 supply. Hey, the Muta count is obliterated. There's only 4 of those boys remaining. This is probably time to land your 3rd. Maybe use your dropship to get some tanks down there in case any Hydras show up. But are we making more Mutas? Yeah, we are. Muta upgrades. What are we at with these? Just the +1 Carapace. He's working on +2 Carapace, but the upgrade advantage was definitely there for Reality during that battle. Muta scout in. They see the command center. They're like, okay, you want to fly a CC out here. Can you defend it if you do? And yeah, I mean, oh gosh, it's 11 Mutas. He's making a lot of Mutalisks here for sure. This command center floating out here is a little bit scary. Yeah, like I said, it's a little bit scary, Reality. My gosh, no, he's going to lose it. Oh, he just didn't do anything to secure this part of the map, and now the command center is dead, and now Terra's looking just fine, thank you. Even though Reality won that battle, he didn't do enough to secure this right side position so his 3rd base could come up. That's it. That is what happened here. I love that there is an Overlord down here scouting to see if Reality is going to take this base or not. Right. Anyway, hit that like button if you're enjoying this. You can also leave a comment if you want to support the channel in a way that doesn't cost you any money, but does help me out. And again, I read any comment anyone ever makes on any of my videos. There are people who've been here for years that can definitely tell you that I do. I'm not big enough to where I can't do that, okay? Maybe one day I will be. But today is not that day. Yeah, I mean, this +2 siege tank stuff, the Hydras are like, oh, we don't like it. We don't like what we see here. More Hydras, more Mutalisks. Bunch of Overlords on the left side here. This is a weird place for them to hang out. I guess they've got... Nope, they don't have anything in them. These are empty Overlords, but I guess if you need them, they're there. They're there, Terror. Don't worry about it, man. Turret count, not enough to really handle a full page of Mutalisks, it turns out. Yeah, no, 3 turrets is not really enough for that, especially if they have the +2 Carapace. Yeah, reducing the attacks that come on them enough to keep them more alive. Irradiates do not care about your Carapace upgrade, though, not at all. Is he trying to... Is he trying to kill SCVs by, like, boxer maneuvering them with his irradiated Mutalisk? That's kind of a sweet move, Terror, if that's what that is. Dude, I don't know about this from reality. Like, I like you, I do. I'm just not sure that you're quite the man to take it to Terror. Ah, this is why the Overlords are here. They're going to go for Hydra drops. So he clears out... Oh, he clears out these missile turrets. He's going to fly... Well, is he? Maybe thinking about it. There's a lot of the Terran army sitting down here. It is 143 to 130 total supply in favor of the Zerg. He's dropping in the main? This is getting sniffed out. This is something that reality sees coming. And he irradiates... Oh my gosh, he's irradiating the Overlords. He's killing them before they can unload. Holy crap, some of them do unload here, but the irradiate is doing a ton of work as well. Siege tanks coming out of factories at the worst possible time. There's enough Hydras to still be a major threat here to reality. The Muta support is a big deal here too. Hydras don't trade super well versus these well-upgraded Goliaths, and they're getting obliterated without really any tank support whatsoever. The Mutas are trying to kill as many SCVs as they can while taking a ton of missile turret and Goliath hits, and after that battle, it's 114 to 116, and Terror's up, but not by a lot. Third base does get landed during all that confusion. Reality gets his third base, which he's needed for some time. And if he can take this right side third, or fourth, that'd be really good for him too. Because Terror's gotten to 4 bases, but he is not able to get a 5th. He's maybe thinking about expanding here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Man, +1 flyer attack is coming in on the upgrades for the Mutalisks too. That's how you know the Mutas are doing well, is that reason. And these Hydras too. 1-1 upgrades, bam. They're just denying that right side base as hard as they can. Left side base does have a refinery, which is nice. Getting that third refinery up, getting that for, well, it's a Vespine geyser that you can put a refinery on, right? Right, okay. What are the upgrades? Did he fall apart on those? Yeah, he's kind of not really working on any more upgrades for his mech. If he was working on 3 attack here, I think that would help him a lot. Another drop. Now, this is just, I don't know about this. The turret count is kind of nuts along this right side. He's going to try to squeeze up along this right side and get into the main, and oh, no turret hits at all. Look at these ones though. These turrets are like, help, help. And then the Mutas gotta try to assist, but they fly through missile turret hell there. Ah, massive drop. Just a massive drop in the main base of here, reality here. Number 2, your radiates gonna do pretty well for themselves. I think he just killed his own Mutalisk that was irradiated. Science Vessel's got to pull back, got to get out of here. Not really providing any support. There's no lurkers to detect. Just get out of here until you have enough energy. Tanks are coming home. Goliaths are coming home. I mean, a lot of turrets died. Supply depots are going down. Armories are on fire here. But I don't know. This isn't enough of a killing blow. I don't think so many Hydras are dying. There's an attempt for Hydras to come down this left side and see what they can do. But that's not really going to work out for them either. I guess reinforcing Hydras are coming in, which is nice. Oh, dude, if this third base dies, that could just be it. Spider Mines trying to... They do get some connections there, but there's more and more Hydras coming in. Where are the tanks? The tanks have to run all the way for the main base to try to save this. I don't know if they can, though. The Mutas have made the trip all the way over from the right side of the map to the left side of the map here. And it's drops. Like I said, if you're going to try to deal with mech here, it's got to be those drops. And that's what Terra has been using to great effect today. In addition, a ton of Mutalisks. Just basically making it so the Terran doesn't have any motivation to make 37 siege tanks at all. That's one way to defeat mech, right? But reality says, oh, really, am I defeated? This is it. This is a last gasp, last-ditch effort from reality. Moving up the center of the map here. Ton of siege tanks, ton of Goliaths. The Mutas are completely wiping out this natural base of realities, though. The SCV count is only 19 for the Terran player. It's 39 drones on the other side for the Zerg. Not as many as he wants for Terror, but he's going to be okay with it. Yeah, this is bad. This income is not good at all for reality. But he's got a pretty decent chunk of mech here. Maybe more siege tanks than he needs, quite possibly. But hey, better to have too many siege tanks than too few, I think, in general in StarCraft. Yeah, then Hydras come for the run by. They take out with their +2 attack, +1 armor. Yeah, they're going to trade much better against these Goliaths. Where's he going? If he can kill, yeah, this left side 4th base, that'd be really good. But he has to do it. Is he saving the Irradiate? Yeah, he's saving the Irradiates. He's got 3 of them in here, almost 4. And I think Terra's okay with sacking this left side base because he knows that the Terran economy is garbage. Ah, Scourge sneaking around that left side. They do, no. They get 1 hit on that science vessel, but it's at 11 HP because of it. Another Scourge kill. The Scourge dance is a very dangerous one for sure. So, yeah, getting in here, wiping out this hatchery is a pretty darn good deal. But here comes Le Terror. Siege up the tanks. The Hydras are coming for you. Actually, does he bother sieging up the tanks? No. No, he doesn't. Also, these upgrades, man, he can't afford them right now. Obviously. All right, this is it. Terror's trying to wipe this army out. If he can do it, then he can definitely win this game right about here. Science vessels, no! The science vessels, as always, are the key. All the Goliaths in this main group are dead. More Goliaths are coming to try to save these tanks as they're getting mutaflocked, but that is so many Mutalisks with +2 armor and +1 attack. What a game. What a game here. I think that's it for Reality. He's really not going to be able to come back from this thing fairly well. I mean, the tanks are pretty well armored, but that's your GG. Reality taps out, and Terror is your winner in 21 minutes and 48 seconds. So, yeah, Terran fans, we got what we wanted. We got a mech upgrade, a mech strategy here. But, yeah, it wasn't... It just wasn't enough here. And I love Terror's response to this. He's like, I'm not going to sit here and let the Terran take 3 bases, get 1,000,000 siege tanks, and siege me up like right here and just kill me. You can kill this base. You can deny any reinforcements from here. You can get easy access to this left side base too. Many a game we've seen Terrans do that. Terra says, no, I'm going a lot of Mutalisks. I'm going drops, and I'm going Hydras today. And that was it. He did beautiful drops. He did drops into the main base on the right side of the main base, or the left side and the right side of the main base. He completely denied this 3rd base of Realities when he wanted it. Reality didn't do a great job securing that. So, yeah, I mean, that's not... Terror did it, but Reality didn't really play that well there either. Right? Right. And then from there, it's just the Terran player didn't want to make a bunch of tanks because the muta count was too high. He tried to make the Goliaths work there, but once again, the upgrades kind of fell off from him. And that was a huge problem, too. So, yeah, Terror was completely fine sacking this left side 4th base. He knew that the Terran player did really not have any income at all. He still ended up with 400 minerals and 400 gas at the end of the game. I'm not sure what that was all about, to be honest with you. But, well done. Like, really fantastic game there from Terror. Reality going for the mech, but not quite performing it as you would need to, but he was dealing with Terror's kind of weird setup. In fairness. All right, cool. 159,000 points there for Terror, 161 for Reality. He actually outscored in a loss. Always strange when that happens. Got outproduced close to a 2-to-1 there. Terror got that, and the kill death is about a 2-to-1 too. So pretty darn close there for sure. A lot of tanks were still alive at the end of the game. But, I mean, they were dead, so they don't really count there, right? And then Terror just outspends. He's got 4 bases to effectively a 2-basing Terran for most of this game. We got 45,000 resources spent from Terror and 33,000 spent for Reality. So that is going to tell you the name of the game. The name of the game. All right, good stuff. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.